It's a fresh start throughout the league here in Week 1 as these two teams have high hopes for the season ahead. It's the Vikings going up against the 49ers. With that, let's call in our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis, with this opening week matchup.
Larry, we are down the peninsula from San Francisco as you get a look inside modern Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Minnesota Vikings and the San Francisco 49ers. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. They'll be taken out by the product of the University of Louisville, the talented Teddy Bridgewater.
His stature isn't huge. He's not one of the big, strong-arm guys that you see coming into the league. But his touch, decision-making, ability to make plays, that's why Teddy Bridgewater has a chance to be a top quarterback in the league.
Now the first carry for Adrian Peterson. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Let's go. Way 90. Way 90.
The second down throw for Bridgewater. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game. And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. And Rudolph has it left side. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. And they still need 8 yards for the first here on 2nd down. Bridgewater gives to his tailback, Peterson. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. Credit the tackle there to Aaron Lynch. 3rd down and 5. Here's Bridgewater. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Second down, Bridgewater. That's complete right around the 8. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Now Bridgewater. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And Lutz puts this one through. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So it's our visitors who make the first dent in the scoreboard as they get 3 here on the initial drive of the ball game.
Yeah, it's hard to say who actually won that opening drive. On the one hand, anytime you can come in as a road team and get an early lead, you're going to be thrilled. But at the same time, to have the ball as deep in enemy territory as they did and come away with only 3, that's got to be a little bit of a disappointment.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got time in the pocket. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
And a big face mask penalty here, 15 yards.
You never want to get your hands up in the face mask area because your fingers can get tangled up there, and that... can hurt you as a player.
Watch left. Stop right there. Everyone go. Here we go. Green, 39.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. It's hauled in by Torrey Smith. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
And that's the kind of pass that adds up over time, Brandon. You may not have picked up a first down there, but if you keep chipping away at it, eventually big plays may result.
Shift together here from the D-line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete. Torrey Smith, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Now let's go. Blue 90.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he will find his man on the outside. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A big 3rd down play there for the Niners. And even 40 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this. But run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
Four down. Let's go. Green 39.
First carry for Carlos Hyde. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8.
Tight end right. Now let's go. Green 39.
Again, it's Hyde. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
No. Check. Patriot.
They'll run it. Here's Hyde. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
I can't say that I was really in love with the play call there. A draw in that situation, I know it's a risk-reward call. If it works, he walks in. But otherwise, you're bringing up a really tough 4th down situation.
Here we go. Detroit.
So now it's 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Hyde. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Carlos Hyde punching it in from a yard away. And the Niners have taken the early lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
So this drive spans 7 plays, and it was capped off by a Carlos Hyde touchdown run. This will be taken about the 12. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And out now come the Vikings. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Again, Peterson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Good work. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football. They've got a 3rd down and a yard to start things out. Now a run with a fullback Johnson. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
On 2nd down, Peterson. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he's able to get the 1st here as he's taken down at the 25.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yes.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
He was hoping to get that one to Tevin Coleman in space, and that'll bring up 2nd down. A 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Jarius Wright, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
So the hard count gets them there, neutral zone infraction.
Yeah, the defense thought they had the timing down, but the quarterback hit them with a hard count, got them to jump.
So the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this one complete to Seth Roberts. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag. Two minutes gone by, second quarter. They go play action here on 1st down. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
On 2nd down, Hyde. What a spin. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 9 yards on the pickup, but even after that, they're left with a 3rd and very long.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
And this defense looks for one more stop here on 3rd after the run.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Getting set to go here, Teddy Bridgewater and company marches back onto the field. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. Second down now after the pass completion. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to more NFL action on EA Sports after this. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Bridgewater again. This is Peterson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
DeForest Buckner is a really tall defensive end / defensive tackle. How about that move right there to get upfield and make the play in the offensive backfield? Excellent leverage.
You're right. Tall, big, 6'7", nearly 300 pounds.
And while it didn't work very well on that play, defenders on 3rd and short know it's going to be a quick read. And really, the quarterback's just going to turn around and hand it off. So that way, you're able to diagnose the play and try and get to the point of attack. But when you're dealing with a fullback, it's hard to knock him backwards.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. He'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Second down, Bridgewater. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. 3rd and long for Bridgewater. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Back to throw. He dumps it to Hyde. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves his sticks.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Carlos Hyde was the target, and it's 2nd down. So 2nd and 10 here. They'll look to throw again. Smith catches left side. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence. It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This a 43-yard attempt. And Gold is able to put it through. And that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. And that 3-point tally now means we are even here toward the end of the 2nd quarter.
And what a way to end the half. Put some points on the board, feel better about yourselves as a team, and you're right back to even.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Get ready.
Final play of the half, Bridgewater. Looking left side, and it's complete. So we've reached halftime here. And actually, Larry, hold that thought. We're right back to the action. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Marching back out there, ready for the next possession. Here comes the Vikings defense. All even, we are tied, so a blank slate. Throw away those first 2 quarters, so to speak.
Yeah, I love the way you put it, because you do throw them away because it's a 0-0. But you also have a couple of lessons from the first half. What did you learn? What do you have to improve on? And then you get to start the second half and put it all into practice.
They'll try to take those halftime lessons and put them into practice indeed. Here we go. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done. 2nd down following the run.
They run it again with Hyde. And this time not as successful, as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The tackle made there by Linval Joseph. Let's see if they can convert here on 3rd and 3. They're trying to establish that running game, but they're really having trouble, aren't they?
Yeah, when you're running against a really good 4-3 defense, that means you've got big guys inside who control things. Those big deep
pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Sharif Floyd with a big-time sack on 3rd down, and it'll be a loss of 7. Here's Bradley Pena now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And it'll be Viking football here as they take possession. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Following the penalty, it's Peterson. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think the easy thing now would be to just abandon the run and start throwing the football at all costs. But I've been in so many games where it doesn't work running the ball. It doesn't work running the ball. And then something pops, and now you get something going. I'm not so sure to just abandon your game plan this early in the second half.
Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. 3rd down here. Pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Throwing for his running back, he's got him complete. Well, they do get 5 there, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
Let's go. Hey.
On 4th down, they do snap it to Bridgewater. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Well, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, you know, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call.
Right,
but how about the guys that just stopped it? How good do they feel right now? Hey, you want to go for it here? We shut you down. They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Hyde, the lone man in the backfield. Looking to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 46 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody has that ability, they want them on their team.
And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. 2nd down, the ball on the 2 here, 2nd and goal. Hyde, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Stonewalled on 2nd down. Now let's see what they can do on 3rd and goal from the 2. Here's Hyde, 3rd and goal. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
That was a statement stop right there. Now it forces the opposing head coach to answer this question. What do you do on 4th down?
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And the 13-year man puts it through, and they will take the lead at 13-10. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach, but it kept the offense out of the end zone.
And it'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Comes Minnesota. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
The 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
A 1st down throw for Bridgewater. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Peterson alone in the backfield. Bridgewater looking left side. It's complete. He's got it. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Partner, nothing complicated here. This is just a pretty simple drag route.
You're exactly right, Brandon. Instead of throwing it downfield, they just throw it underneath and let the receiver do the work.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a 1st down for them, too.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. first down. Here's a run with Peterson. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock.
Back now here in Santa Clara. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. They run again with Peterson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now. And they have really been able to contain AP, and because of it, they've got the lead here in the 4th.
And they've done a really nice job in this game. A lot of group tackling. Rare that one guy gets him on the ground consistently. They've done an excellent job of containing him in this game.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was looking for Jarius Wright that time. And it's 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the 4th quarter, and they got a big one.
And such a close game, a very big one. And let's look at Carlos Hyde now. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on our side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments, and you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half, it gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
First down, a run with Hyde. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take. Puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Let's go!
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle to Smith. So a good spin move, but not a whole lot to show after as he's taken down. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. And back to the ground. Hyde. And down inside the 15 he goes. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
All the elements of what you want out of a play came together on that one. A really nice run, took care of the football, and even more importantly, taking the clock under 4 minutes now. At this stage of the game, how do you bleed out the clock, take care of the ball, and make sure the other team doesn't have a chance to come back on you? You're looking at your sheet, how many timeouts are left, how many runs do we need to close it out? That's what the coach is looking at right now. Situational football, trying to gain a victory.
The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Another tote for the afternoon workhorse. It's high, and he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Green 39! Green 39! Hot! Come on. Hot!
On third down, he'll drop to throw. His pass caught at the 4. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll bring up fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And Gold is able to put it through, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
And now out comes Minnesota. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Back to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9. He'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
And now the 49er offense ready to go and getting back out onto the field. They have the lead, still a one-possession game, but the defense got the stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from the...
And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. See if they stay on the ground for second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose. And another timeout called by the Vikings now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. We've got a 3rd and 11. Carry number 20 here for Hyde. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Minnesota. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Peterson alone in the backfield. They'll look to throw. And Rudolph has it left side. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for him.
He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph, and it's 3rd and short. 2 yards to go here on 3rd down.
Let's go.
He's back to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. And now they're in the hurry-up.
That's it.
And he spikes it with just a shade under a half a minute left. 29 seconds on the clock. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. And on 2nd and 10 now.
Let's go.
Now Bridgewater. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Bridgewater to throw. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. Well, he just threw an interception last drive. Nearly another pick.
And things aren't very even right now, are they? It's a little bit sloppy out there, isn't it? It's kind of different between driving on those paved roads and those country roads that have those potholes in them, isn't it? That's the way this game's going right now. A lot of bouncy bounce to it.
You spent some time on some... And he's in for the touchdown, and barring a miracle, the extra point can win this football game.
And not only did they score, they tied the game. That means...
Yep, the PAT now can win it. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. A 10-play drive that time, and it's polished off by a Viking score. And so we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right.
Green, 39. Green.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season.